Good morning. It's the morning of day 12. I spent last night at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, which is the eastern end of the Nullarbor Plains. So I'm really itching to get out of the desert here and off the Nullarbor Plains. So today I've been pushing it pretty hard, sort of each and every day, in bush camp and whatever else. So I thought when I got in last night in the dark, it was 125 k's. Yesterday, winds all the way, of course, which is a daily thing now. I've sort of given up, almost given up hope of anything behind me. So I got in the dark last night as per usual. Getting in the dark is, look, it's a compromise. One can either get up, like I had the choice yesterday morning of that dreadful night sleeping on the cliffs, and it was, I reckon, -5. It was the girl at the Roadhouse just told me it was -3 this morning, -3 yesterday morning here at the Roadhouse. So the night before it's got to be -5 on the cliffs in that tent. So anyway, the compromise is you get up in the dark in -3 or 4 or 5 and get going in the dark. And when you're in the dark, it's so difficult to find things and deal with, you know, small things with frozen hands, with, you know, zippers and gloves and finding. So you just got to wait till sun up. So as a result of that, if you wait till sun up and deal with winds, you're going to get in the dark. The compromise is you ride in the dark in the cold. Anyway, so today I thought I've just got to have a rest day. This is the 12th day without a rest, and it just, you know, just a prudent thing would be to have a rest. So that's what I planned to do, and I got up this morning. So I went in the Roadhouse, and I'll show you the Roadhouse where we are. So this is Nullarbor Roadhouse. There's my 5-star accommodation from last night. You'll note the beautiful lush green manicured lawn here by the Nullarbor Roadhouse. Some kind of a commercial building there, I'm not quite sure what that is. And of course we look out to the Nullarbor Plains. That's the solar panel site and the water filtration plant they have here for this roadhouse, which is a significant roadhouse, being the, you know, the start of the Nullarbor, if you're going west. I suspect that aircraft there would be privately owned, or it might even be for some kind of charters over the Bight to see the whales. You'll see the truck moving off there, going east. Anyway, so I started the morning with that view that let's have a rest day and just do nothing today, but life being what it is, throwing up a curveball. I looked at the weather this morning and there is a subtle, but it's there, westerly. A subtle, but it's there, westerly wind, which is right up my back. So I can't resist a westerly. So I think what I'll do, the compromising answer will be, there's 144 k's I think to Nullarbor Roadhouse. Now I don't feel like riding in 145 k's today, so I think what I might do as a compromise is get going and maybe bush camp again, ride half of it, ride 75 or something, ride half of it, bush camp, and then ride the second 75 tomorrow to Nullarbor, get in there early, camp, and then get organised for the next day, which will be a significant day if I can get the 140 or 130 or whatever it is done, because that gets me to Ceduna. Now Ceduna is like the oasis in this part of the world. It's the first significant town since probably Kalgoorlie, a long way back now, and then that allows me to refresh with food and people and whatever else, and then that will catapult me psychologically south, northeast, up towards Port Augusta. So once I have that as a heading, I'll feel much more comfortable about getting out of this place. So that's the plan. that's a plan. It's now 9:49. I can be gone in half an hour. So if I'm just going to do 75 k's today, I'm not that concerned about the time. I think that's the correct thing to do. So I'll check in with you later. See ya.